I had been troubled with my exhaust manifold. I decided to come down anyway in the best available pasture.
Amelia Earhart was a skilled pilot who gained fame for her exceptional flying abilities and adventurous nature.
I hope to accomplish something really scientifically worthwhile for aviation.
She was the first woman to complete a solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean and inspired countless people with her bravery and determination. In 1937, Amelia's aircraft vanished over the Pacific Ocean, and she was never seen again. For decades, people have speculated about what happened to Amelia and her navigator Fred Noonan. Numerous theories and stories have surfaced, but no one has been able to uncover solid proof. Now, after 87 years, a groundbreaking discovery has been made. Join us. Earhart was born on July 24, 1897, in Atchison, Kansas. She was raised in a loving household with her younger sister Muriel and their parents, Edwin and Amy Earhart. From a young age, Amelia was adventurous and enjoyed exploring. She frequently climbed trees, hunted rats with a rifle, and collected insects, demonstrating her fearless and inquisitive personality early on. Amelia's education was somewhat inconsistent due to her father's unstable career as a railroad lawyer. The family moved frequently, causing Amelia to attend multiple schools. Despite these changes, she was an intelligent student with a strong love for reading. In 1915, Amelia graduated from Hyde Park High School in Chicago. She later enrolled at Oon School, a junior college in Pennsylvania, but left before completing her studies to work as a nurse's aide in Toronto during World War I. After the war, Amelia returned to the U.S. and enrolled at Columbia University in New York to study medicine. However, her life took an unexpected turn in 1920 when she attended an air show in Long Beach, California. There, she took a brief 10-minute plane ride that altered the course of her life forever.
What did you carry on the trip?
You mean to eat?
Yeah, to eat and drink.
Well, I carried some water, of course, because my cockpit is very warm. And I carried a sandwich in case. I didn't eat it, though. I carried some hot chocolate and the old reliable tomato juice.
From that moment, Amelia knew she was destined to fly. In January 1921, Amelia began flying lessons with Nita Snook, a pioneering female aviator, at Kerrfield near Long Beach. To cover the high costs of her training and her first plane, a bright yellow KAER she named the Canary, Amelia took on various jobs, including working as a truck driver and stenographer. Her persistence and dedication paid off when, on May 15, 1923, she became the 16th woman in the United States to earn a pilot's license from the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, FAI. The first transatlantic flight. Amelia worked tirelessly to achieve her dream, despite the obstacles she faced in a male-dominated industry. She took flying lessons and officially earned her pilot's license in 1923, becoming one of only 16 women to do so at the time. Her talent and enthusiasm quickly gained the attention of both the public and the aviation community. In 1928, Amelia received an opportunity that would change the trajectory of her life. Publisher and promoter George P. Putnam invited her to be part of a transatlantic flight as a passenger. The flight was piloted by Wilma Stoltz and co-piloted by mechanic Louis Gordon. They departed from Tracy Harbor, Newfoundland, aboard a Fokker F-7B-3M named Friendship. On June 17, 1928, the Friendship took off for its historic journey across the Atlantic Ocean, female passenger to cross the Atlantic by air. The flight landed in Burport, Wales, after approximately 20 hours in the air. This accomplishment made global headlines and propelled Amelia Earhart to international fame. Following the success of the transatlantic flight, Amelia became a symbol of perseverance and courage, for women everywhere. She continued to challenge societal expectations and set aviation records, proving that women could achieve greatness in the field of aviation. Amelia's first solo flight. Amelia's rise to worldwide fame came on May 20th, 1932, when she completed her first solo transatlantic flight. After this groundbreaking flight, Amelia continued to push boundaries in aviation. She set several records, including becoming the first person to fly solo. Women were just as capable as men in all professions, including aviation. Her fearless attitude and groundbreaking efforts paved the way for future female pilots and inspired countless people around the world. Earhart's disappearance. Amelia's attempt to fly around the world began on June 1st, 1937, when she departed from Miami, Florida, alongside her navigator Fred Noonan. Their aircraft, a Lockheed Electra, route around the globe. Their first major stop was in South America, where they refueled and made preparations for the long journey ahead. From South America, Amelia and Fred crossed the Atlantic Ocean, landing in Africa. They made scheduled stops in Brazil, Senegal, and Sudan, facing unpredictable weather and relying heavily on radio communication to navigate. Their journey was closely followed by the media and admirers worldwide, eager for updates on their historic flight. After leaving Africa, they continued their journey through India, Thailand, and Indonesia. Every new destination presented its own set of difficulties, from unfamiliar runways to shifting weather conditions. Despite these challenges, Amelia was determined to make history as the first woman puzzled experts for decades and given rise to numerous theories about what happened to them. Last known location, Amelia Earhart's last confirmed location, was in the vicinity of Howland Island, a remote island in the Pacific Ocean, on July 2, 1937. She was in the middle of her ambitious attempt to fly around the world in her initial search. The last confirmed radio transmission from Amelia Earhart was received at 8:43 a.m. Howland Island time. She reported, "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Gas is running low." Bernard Baruch and Oscar Westover in April 1937, shortly before she set off on her final journey. The meeting was held at March Army Airfield in California, and since its details were never made public, speculation grew that it involved discussions about a possible espionage mission. Additionally, her decision to change her flight route raised clause. She was eventually returned to the United States under a new identity, living as Irene Bolam. The controversy surrounding this claim intensified in the 1990s, when journalist Randall Brink claimed to have found evidence supporting Claus's assertions. Brink's research led him to Irene Bolam, a New Jersey woman who bore a striking resemblance to Amelia Earhart. Bolam had worked as an investment banker and was involved in several women. Strangely, there were no public records of Bolam before the mid-1940s, leading to speculation that she may have taken on a new identity. Supporters of this theory pointed out physical similarities between Bolam and Earhart, as well as inconsistencies in Bolam's personal history. However, Bolam, now known as Nikumaroro, British colonizers, during their exploration of the uninhabited island, came across several intriguing discovery and recovery. We have a high degree of confidence that we know the area where the aircraft is located. We're extremely confident that we can find this plane. After 87 years of speculation, Amelia Earhart's plane has finally been found. The announcement was made on July 20, 2024, marking a major moment in aviation history and bringing closure to those who have long wondered about her fate. The discovery was led by renowned underwater explorer Robert Ballard, known for locating the Titanic. With funding from National Geographic, he launched an expedition to search for Earhart's Lockheed Model 10 Electra. The search focused on the waters near Nikumaroro, where many suspected Earhart and Noonan may have crash-landed and possibly survived for a while. Using advanced sonar and underwater imaging technology, Ballard's team scanned the ocean floor around the atoll. Their efforts paid off when they found a debris field that matched the dimensions and structure of Earhart's aircraft. The wreckage, resting about 2,000 feet underwater, included aircraft parts resembling those of the Lockheed Electra. Ballard's team, which included marine archaeologists and forensic experts, carefully documented the site and retrieved samples for further study. They found sections of the fuselage, engine components, and metal fragments similar to Earhart's plane. These findings strongly indicated that they had located her missing aircraft. Confirming the discovery took time. Experts from the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, Lockheed Martin, and historians specializing in Earhart's final flight worked together to The recovery process required precision. Using remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, the team carefully retrieved artifacts and plane parts from the ocean floor. Every item was cataloged and preserved to reconstruct the events leading to Earhart's disappearance. The recovery efforts also involved collecting sediment samples from the area surrounding the wreckage. These samples played a key role in assessing the environmental factors that may have impacted the plane after it either crashed or made an emergency landing in the ocean. Examining these samples could help determine how long the wreckage had been underwater and provide clues about what happened to Earhart and Noonan after their disappearance. The wreckage's location near Nikumaroro aligns with the idea that Earhart and Noonan may have survived a crash landing and lived as castaways before eventually passing away. This theory had gained traction due to previous discoveries on the island, such as a woman's shoe and other objects that might have belonged to Earhart. The discovery of Amelia Earhart's plane is more than just the resolution of a long-standing mystery. It symbolizes the ongoing spirit of exploration and the pursuit of knowledge. It also brings closure to the families of Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan, recognizing their place in aviation history. The recovered artifacts will be preserved and studied for years, offering new insights into one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. As research continues and new findings emerge, Amelia Earhart's final flight will remain a topic of fascination and inspiration